Right, hello guys. I'm doing this video. Hope that someone might be able to help me out because I'm having problems with my FireSticks. Right, this one here is not the original one. This ain't the original one. I had one which was sent to me with remote control, and I never got to really use it. And I went and lost remote control. And I thought, like, there's not a lot of shit worth watching on TV nowadays. I'll have a look, see what set-top boxes I've got. I did get a set-top box from Virgin Media, which cost me nothing apart from the actual one-time setup fee and postage, which was about 20 quid in total, I think. And that's it here with the remote control there now. Let's see that. That's the remote control for that one. But anyway, I decided to try and plug in the FireStick on my smart TV, but I realised I didn't have the remote control for it, and I was hunting high and low for it, and I couldn't find it. So I decided I'd buy one off Amazon, being this one. Now, when this came, I plugged in the FireStick into my smart TV, and I thought it just really plug and go, and I'm pressing next, which is the OK button, and it wasn't going onto the next screen. So I'm thinking, well, I would like to get a FireStick, kind of thing. So what I will do is go up to the local game shop in Streatham and ask if they got a remote control, which is compatible. So I took the FireStick out with me, and I said, look, I've got this FireStick here. I had actually been in there a couple of days earlier, just inquiring how much their FireSticks were. So I had a standard one and a 4K one. The standard one was like 40 quid, and the 4K one was 50 quid. Now I said, okay, I'll come home and think about it. And so I found the FireStick in one of my boxes, and I had no remote control, so I ordered this one off Amazon. And when it came, I tried setting it up, and I thought it's like a plug and play, but it wasn't. And I still could not get the FireStick to work. So I went back up to the game store in Streatham, and I asked them if they had a remote control for the FireStick. They said no. So in between those 2 days, I actually looked on Amazon, and a 4K was about 59 quid or something here. So I remember inquiring a few days earlier in the game store how much their FireSticks were, and it was £50. So the second time I went up there, when I required, asked them about remote controls, and they said no. I said, okay, sorry, I'll keep remote control, and instead of returning it, I'll keep it as a spare, and I'll buy one of your 4K ones off you. So that's what I've done. So I come home and I set the 4K up, working perfectly with its single remote control. Now you can see the difference between that one and that one. Kind of a big difference. So I thought, okay, then what I'd do is that I'll have to use that one for now. But I started doing a little bit of research on YouTube, and although it did come with instruction, I went and lost the instructions for this one. So I decided, okay, I'll watch a few YouTube videos. And on YouTube, it stated that you have to press the home key, being that one, for 10 seconds to get it connected. But you've got to turn off your FireStick first, turn it back on. Not just turn it off and restart. You have to unplug it, let it load up, wait for a minute after it's booted up, press the home key for 10 seconds, and it should actually connect to the actual FireStick, which it does. So I'm using this one instead of that one. So I've got 2 FireSticks, and I'm thinking, well, hang on, let me plug in the other FireStick into my Roku TV. And this is it here. Now I'm confused on what remote control. I have got another remote control, which I will show you. So while I was like checking out remote controls on how to set them up and everything here, I saw a video where they have one of these here. So I thought, that looks like a nice keyboard one, because it's a bit annoying, you scrolling up and down, left and right, to put in the text characters. So when I saw they had its own built-in keyboard, I got one of these. Now I've got that, and what I've done is I programmed, I think, this remote control onto the second FireStick, which I've now got working on the Roku TV. It does state that when you're actually connecting a new remote control, you've got to take the batteries out from the other ones, or otherwise it won't work. So I took the batteries out, got this one programmed in, and it's working okay. So I'm having a little bit of fun with that, and I'm thinking, right, okay. Now the Roku on smart TV is working perfectly, but for some reason, I don't know why, for some reason, the second FireStick, which was my original one, which I had no remote control for, I put that on the Roku, and the brand new FireStick I put on the smart TV. So I noticed for some reason that it does not bring up my hard drives. The only way it brings it up is if I show you on here. I had to download the Program Explorer. Click on there, and it does show you a 29 gig one. Now, originally I bought a few of these, which is 100 and I think one's 160 gig. I bought two 50 gig ones, and a 500 gig one. I did have originally a couple of these little hard drives here, well, pen drives, which are like 30 gigs. So I tried connecting these to my Roku, to my FireSticks, and they just do not want to detect. So this one's a 64 gig pen drive, this one here, and that will work on both of the FireSticks. Now you can see up there it shows you 32 gig. Now I never got on my screen, apart from once, where it said that the drive was uncompatible and I need to format it. And I only got it once out of about a dozen attempts, maybe more, trying to get hard drives, pen drives, external hard drives to work on my FireSticks. So I've got it coming through this program, Explore, but what I don't understand, and I tried going through this, I've been watching so many videos on how they've got it working themselves. I've even done the special commands, but when you go to About and Storage, it just stays like that. I don't get the second, external storage on either of the Rokus, and I don't know why. I went through to the settings, as I say. I watched 2 videos. I watched about half a dozen videos on where you had to go into a certain part of the program, which I can't remember what one it is actually. I think it was a program called ADB or something. I don't know if I got it on this one, but I know I got it on the FireStick there. But I went into the program and I typed in the specific DOS codes, which the YouTubers was telling me to do, and all what it did was partition either the pen drive or the well, it wouldn't actually do it with these ones, but only the 2 pen drives. What it done is it partitioned them into 2 separate halves, but it was not coming up on the storage. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not too important that, you know, it shows up on that, but it would be helpful in one way, because at least I know exactly, you know, how much internal space I've got left to install applications. The other problem being is although that one is working okay, I seem to be having problems with the FireStick on the Roku. Kept like loading up and shutting down, loading up and shutting down, loading up and shutting down. Now, I don't know the reason why, but what I did is that when you get your Roku, when you get your FireStick, you get this cable with it. And I don't think this was pushing enough power through my FireStick to set the Wi-Fi adapter for this remote control, and for it to power up the hard drive. I thought it might just be like a loose cable, but no, I found that removing that and plugging in the FireStick straight in to a HDMI socket works okay. That's on the Roku TV, but on the smart TV, which is a smart Toshiba TV, I can plug that in and no problem. It doesn't shut the Roku, it doesn't shut down the FireStick whatsoever. But I also found out that when you're pressing the buttons here, that one there, or that one there, or even that one there, it's not shutting down the FireSticks. So that's another problem I've got. Why is it not shutting down the FireSticks when I want to shut down? The only way I can shut them down is by unplugging them. And I don't want to keep like unplugging them constantly, you know, because it's a bit frustrating doing it that way, I suppose. But yeah, on the Roku TV, I've had to remove that and plug the FireStick in straight in without having this connected. And that way, it'll actually run the little pen drive, and it'll actually run this remote control. Now, because I originally bought this remote control for that FireStick, for the Toshiba one, I thought I'd buy another one, which I did do today. Plus, I also bought a new remote control for my TV, because my other remote control, being this one, the buttons are kind of like sticking and like not pushing in properly. Although you can hear them clicking, for some reason it just ain't working sometimes. Plus, also, not only that, although I got that today, I had a little problem with it turning the TV on and off with the on and off switch on the remote control. So it seems like I'm having problems with, like, you know, remote controls and pen drives and external hard drives and God knows what else. Now, I've actually got like one hard drive there, the pen drive, plus I've got another hard drive, the external one, which I'm using on the Roku TV. Now, the Roku TV is a bit weird because it hasn't got a proper recording feature. When you're recording, you have to record it under the play and pause. and once you finish recording it and play back the video, if you want to record again another program, it actually seems to record over the last recording, which is a bit weird. Now, I wanted something where I could actually record live TV, save it to a hard drive, and watch it, whenever I want to watch it, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, whenever I want to watch it again. And none of these seem to be doing it, like even the FireSticks don't seem to be recording the programs I want to record. So there's another problem I've got. Thinking a FireStick will allow me to actually record. Now, I did download a screensaver. What was it called? I actually have downloaded it again in a minute. Let's see if I can find it. I know I got it on that one, and I'm sure I actually downloaded it on here as well. No, that's my stuff. That'd be on, what's the name? I had to open a new account on Amazon to get this one recorded, to get the second FireStick to work. People probably turn around and say, well, why do you want 2 FireSticks? So I thought the original one was just like a normal earlier version of the FireStick. It was only until I plugged it in and got it working and done the updates, it turns out to be a 4K one, exactly the same as the one I've got. Just trying to get into the programs. There's a program I downloaded, screen recorder. Now, screen recorder does actually record the screen. Now, I can record a movie, but there's no sound from it. And what I want is something for the FireStick to record a movie onto either a pen drive or external USB hard drive, and be able to download it and watch it at a later date. But that don't seem to do that. So the only other option I've got is to buy a preview TV. Now, I'll say that, my TV, the smart TV, does allow me to record programs onto an external hard drive, but it doesn't have the feature to download a lot of these applications that the FireStick or even the Android box I've got over here. I've also got an Android box over here as well, and that's the original remote control. No, it's not wrong. This is the original remote control that came with it. That one. But again, like looking on videos, I found that this one also works on the FireStick. And it ain't too bad, actually. And you can actually change the screen colours on that. Now, again, another problem I've got with that is that my Roku TV has only got 2 HDMIs, while the other one, the smart TV, has got 3 HDMIs. But at the moment, I have got my Roku on 1 HDMI. I've got my PC monitor on a second HDMI, and then I've got the Virgin Media box on a 3rd HDMI. Now, I've got like an HDMI splitter, and I've tried connecting the Android and the Virgin Media together on a HDMI splitter. Seen it work for a few minutes, then it stopped doing it. It kept shutting the TV down. So the only way I can do that is to have either one or the other plugged in at any one time. I'd like to find a way I can actually have like a system where I can have like each of them connected to like a hub box, and then just switch in between whatever I want at any one time. But then I'd also like to find a way of actually, well, you can only have one thing turned on at any one time on the TV. There ain't no like TV splitter where you can actually have like the Roku adapter and like the Android adapter. Now I say Roku, I was thinking that getting a Roku, which I have got somewhere because someone actually sent me a Roku. I can't find the damn thing. But if there was a way to like split your TV screen and you could have like the Android and the Virgin Media box both on screen, that'd be excellent. Like doing it that way. But I know it ain't possible. So you can only run one at a time. So what I normally do if I'm going to like watch a movie on like Plex through Firefox, not Firefox, through the FireStick on this TV. But I want to do some like searching around on the internet, then I can use like my Toshiba TV because my computer is connected to both monitors. So I've got two screens on the PC. So if I'm watching a movie through an application on the PC, I can still do some stuff on Google on the other TV. So I could be watching TV on the PC through my Roku, and then I can do Google searching on the Toshiba through this, because it's like two monitors connected to the computer. If you understand what I'm trying to say. But I am having problems with these. I know I had to like disconnect the remote controls from that FireStick to get the remote controls to work on this FireStick. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be using a FireStick on both TVs. I just wanted to get them up and running and have like remote controls. So if one FireStick does go down on me, at least I've got a spare backup. I'm thinking of actually buying a free few smart TV box, a cheap one, for now, and have like a big storage drive on it, and then like record specific programs or movies on that one. But is that going to offer me more applications, more TV and movie applications than I'll get on either my smart TVs, like the Roku or the other one? I say with the Roku through the FireStick, I can't seem to record a movie and save it to like an external device, whether it be in the pen drive or external like hard drive, and save it as a movie file and watch it later on. So it's kind of like a learning phase in one way, but it's bloody difficult, and I'm getting frustrated, to be honest with you. So anyone watching this video, I'll be grateful for any help. Of any kind of like really good cheap streaming box where I can download a shitload of movies. I'll be grateful for your input. And the only problem with this one, the legs, kind of like, I've only got a small table, and that would not fit on there. So I've had to improvise on like having it on something like over here, for instance. I've got it on a box because it would not fit on this table. So I've had to use a couple of like plastic boxes and use it that way. It is working. It hasn't fallen down yet, luckily. But yeah, I like to I used to like download hundreds and hundreds of movies years ago, and keep on my hard drive. But hard drives don't last forever, and you know I did have like a lot of hard drive issues, and I probably lost about 4 1 terabyte hard drives through corruption. Cut hard drives at 500 gig also like corrupted. So you know, like a lot of hard drives have gone down on me. But you can get hard drives cheap now anyway. Like my 120 gig one was like no, 320 gig I think was like 15 quid on Amazon. Which is a bit weird because I bought 2 times 160 gig, which was 15 quid. And then I think I bought another one, which was a 320 gig one from the same company. And that too was like 15 quid. But anyway, hard drives are going down in price, I suppose. You know, same with pen drives and USB sticks and, you know, other things. I've got these like little pen drives here, which I've had for years. Now, the only thing is with PCs, the USB connectors seem to wear out after a while, and it's a problem trying to get these to like connect, you know, either with the pen drive or with an external SATA drive with the USB cable. They don't seem to want to connect for some reason. But luckily I've got a laptop I can like connect to and format it that way. Now I did have problems with the drives not getting connected to the FireSticks originally. When I tried formatting it, it either only gave me the format option of exFAT or the other, what was it? FTH or whatever it is, you know, the other format. And every time I formatted it, the FireStick wouldn't detect it. So I had to like find a free formatter program, which I did do, and I was able to find one to format me drives to like FAT32. And they are being picked up, as I say, but they're not getting detected on the about storage section of the FireStick. And as I say, I have gone through, you know, a load of videos. I've done the way they've told me to do it. Some people say, like, you know, they're automatically formatted, you know, just plug it in. It'll tell you, like, you know, to do this and do that. I've done this, I've done that, and still it's not showing up on the about device, which is bloody frustrating, as I say. So anyway, that's it for now. Any help, any input, please leave it in the comments, and I will probably do an update if I get them working later. But these ain't too bad. They're only about 9 quid. So, you know, if you want to get one, they're on Amazon. You know, just look for compatible remote controls on Amazon. If I remember, I'll try to put the link below for this one underneath in the description after the video. So, anyway, cheers for watching. Catch you later.